have started to pray or be more intentional and asking, like, God, please connect me with the people that I'm supposed to serve, the people that I am supposed to work with. Honesty time. Like, I'm at the point in business where I want to grow, but I also want peace. In business, they tell you to keep following up, but are they not responding? Because God, that's not who I'm supposed to be working with. I wrote a whole book called The Ugly Side of Real Estate. Like, I know all money is not good money. But as an entrepreneur in a service-based business, I know I can't live in a bubble. I know I'm going to have to put myself out there, but I don't want to force things. Where are you guys at with this? I'm at the place where I am praying, Lord, connect me with the right people. Let me serve those who I am meant to serve, and let the clients that I work with be a pleasure to work with. In the meantime, I'll do my part and trust in the process. What's for me is for me, and what is for me will not pass me. All right, video diary. I think this is just going to be internal, but I just have to make note of the goodness of God and how, simple. So this is so simple. So today is March 27th, 25. It's a Thursday. It is now 2:38 p.m. I am on my way to go pick up Ray. I'm gonna go to my office, drop off my closing check. How about last year, first quarter, I had 0 closings. This year, fourth quarter, I have 4 closings. The goal is 6. I really want to get to 24, just 24 solid closings per year. 36 would be great, but I'm good with 24 solid, relatively smooth. I think I can do that relatively smoothly with working with the right people, focusing on new construction so I can build my other streams and interests. So I'm dropping off that closing check, picking up Ray, taking her to her dentist cleaning. But today, as I'm working, went back home and got into bed. I've been tired. It's been a week. I've been tired. So I got back into bed, which I really don't want to do that. I need to get back on schedule, but it's like work has been coming out of the woodwork, so my schedule is thrown off. And for the most part, I'm doing good with having my God time in the morning, having my reflection time in the morning, some form of it. It does not look the same every day, but I'm doing better with that, and I need that. Okay, but today started working around 11 and got a call, just picked up the phone. That's one of the things I don't like doing. I have not been doing. I've been screening calls. That's my thing. Screen the calls to see, because we get so much spam. I didn't even think much about it. I answered the call, and it was a guy said he was calling from homes.com. I'm like, okay. And he's asking me about a property. The property's a rental. I'm not working rentals. The property's in Atlanta. If I was working a rental, I'd definitely not working a rental in Atlanta. But, I was just trying to answer his question, get him the information that he needed. The property he found, I couldn't find that anywhere. So I was like, well, let me look in the MLS search. And he said, I looked in the area and I was like, well, I see one at 1,500 and I see some others at 2,000. He was like, well, I'm trying to stay under 1,000. That's sign number 3 that I check out. Like, what? Where are you living for $1,000? But okay, I did the search and I was like, well, hey, these came up. You want me to send it to you? So I emailed it to him. So he must have went on my website, and my website captured him, and he was like, is this your cell phone number? I was like, yeah, this is my business cell. And before he got off the phone, he said, if I see one that I like, can I contact you? I was like, yeah, go ahead, because I don't work rentals, but if you let me know if you find a property, I'll let you know who to contact. So he ended up texting me, and I'm busy doing other work. I could have been like, man, this is not important. No, I am not responding to you, or contact somebody else or whatever. But I looked at the property he sent me and I saw in the notes, I'm like, this thing says 750. Like, what is this? And it says it's available. However, it's been on the market a long time. So I'm like, this might be. I called the agent, and it was a guy. He said he had a basement for rent and he also had a room for rent, and it's still available. And I'm like, I was gonna get the code and give it to him, but he was like, yeah, just come on. So I'm like, hey, I don't normally work rentals. I have this person, his name's Juan. I'm gonna tell him to contact you to reach out to you. So I sent Juan the agent's information, and Juan comes back and he's like, is there anything that he can do, like to buy me a cup of coffee or something? I've been so nice to him. And I'm like, I thanked him for even thinking about that or considering that. But no, I'm good. I told him to pay it forward. I told him just send up a prayer for me. I'll send up a prayer for him. I hope everything works out, and that it had to be God, because I don't normally answer my phone and I don't work rentals. So everything was stacked against him. this had to be God the way this worked out. So I hope things do work for him, and I hope that he also sees there's kind people in this world. But that was totally a God thing. Hey Juan, because this is my business cell, it's hard for me to send like an audio message, so I'm just going to send you a video. But thank you. That is so nice of you to even think to ask, but you are good. Just pay it forward somehow, and we're just going to call it God, because I don't normally get calls like that. So I just happen to answer. And normally I'm like, I just don't work rentals and I just go about my day. So I hope it all works out for you. So just send up a prayer for me. I'll send up a prayer for you, and, just pay it forward. All right. Pay the kindness forward. All right. Have a great day. And then the second one is I had a call on my Calendly, which I didn't even look. I think I saw it before, and I meant to go back and like remove it because it was basically a solicitation and not a buyer or seller. But I took the call, just got on the phone before I even looked at everything. That's God moment again. One, I didn't remember to go ahead and remove it. Two, I got on the phone without even realizing what it was for. It's a young black man. I'm gonna say he's young. Has a business. Actually, sounds like the business makes sense. It's like a better option. And at first it wasn't clicking. At first I was a little annoyed, but then I was like, okay, let me hear. Because with me teaching classes now, maybe this is something that I can recommend his product. So I had a good call there, and I'm like, yeah, that's God again, because normally I wouldn't have taken the call. Which the whole point of me recording this is remembering that I have started to pray or be more intentional and asking like, God, please connect me with the people that I'm supposed to serve, the people that I am supposed to work with. This is a reminder that it may not look like how I think it's supposed to look. Like, I'm thinking, connect me with the buyer or the seller that I'm supposed to be working with. But maybe it's somebody else that needs me as a connection in their journey. And for whatever reason, God needs me to be in a position to do a thing, to be a connection in their journey. So that was the eye opener. And I'm like, okay, all right. I asked for it. I didn't expect it to come this way. I didn't even think about it being that way, but okay, I get it. Because I do believe there are people, I believe in God. I don't believe anything just happens just because. I feel like everything happens for a reason, even when it's bad and seemingly bad. Like, even if it's bad, God's going to use it for good at some point, and he's going to connect it all together. So yeah, I'm going, because I believe that, I'm going to trust that if God connects me with somebody or to something, or even if I connect myself, God will work it out. But it's for a reason. Maybe God needed me to identify and send Juan this list of properties so he can get connected to this person who had this house, because he wouldn't have found it any other way. I don't know. And it ain't for me to figure out. So that is my takeaway today.